Hey, we're live. Anyways, hey, this is Terry Day with Delex Realty. I've got the website ArizonaHomeselling.com, which is a great place to go if you're looking to find out the value of your home. Maybe you want to get it sold quickly to an investor or just to the open market, which is always a preference. And of course, you want to find a house. It's all local. ArizonaHomeselling.com. We've got buyers and sellers all there. There's probably, I don't know, every house you want to look at is up there. So just let me know. If you need to find a house too, let us know. Of course, we'll do a specific search for you. Well, anyways, let's get to the show. So I really wanted to go live and check out the new software that I've been using and new hardware I've been using, um, and also go over some stats. A lot of people have been contacting me and they said, "Hey, we're really concerned about the market. Is the market going bad? Is the market going good? Is there anything crazy in the market that's causing problems or concerns?" And honestly, with the COVID stuff, it's helped in some ways and hurt in other ways. Our market, if you look at the beginning of the year, in fact, look at last December, even December of last year compared to the year prior, was up, I don't know, 20% or more. In January, February, up 16.13%. And we had big increases in the $1 million plus range. It was 71% increase in the $1 million plus sales from the year previous. In the 500 to 999 range, so under $1 million, it's a 50% increase in January, February over the year previous. The slowest or lowest increase was in the average under $500,000 range. Biggest reason? Supply. This all started about a year ago. Back in 2018, we had higher interest rates. There were 4 and 5% for people to get a loan. It's not an unfair rate if you look at market trends over the lifetime, but for what we're used to coming out of the recession, 2, 3, 4% rates, 5% pretty high. So it slowed people down. It also increased the payment, so it changed their debt to income ratio, and that didn't help anybody either. Well, end of 18, we ended up with 22,000 houses on the market, and honestly, 2018 we were a little slower in the valley for home sales versus years prior. We had some investors that got in. I saw several of them getting in, bidding on average homes to make them into rental properties, which to me it's sad. I like to see good families in there buying homes and building equity and building wealth for themselves. But investors are everywhere. So what happened is we ended up with 22,000 houses on the market starting in early 18, ending in 18, and then 2019 started that way as well. But as we go through 19, interest rates start dropping and home sales go through the freaking roof. I mean, we saw a really good increase across the state and across the city. I say the city, I'm talking Mesa, Gilbert, Scottsdale, Phoenix, Peoria, Glendale, Queen Creek, Apache Junction, Buckeye, anywhere in the valley here, we've seen really great sales. So we get to the beginning of 2020, there's only 10 to 12,000 houses on the market. It really did not go up until the COVID thing kicked in. And that pushed some people back out of the market. It adjusted stuff. We went from about 10,500 to 11,000 houses on the market to up to almost 15,000 houses before it started coming back down again. It never increased so much that the market, just kept going. And partially because people probably didn't want to put their house on the market. They were concerned about people being in them. And probably a lot of it, we had a lot of snowbirds leave town. Snowbirds left way early in this crisis to go back to their hometowns. And when that happened, they didn't sell their homes like they normally do. Sun City has the highest turnover rate of any zip code in the state. It's huge over there. But when you wipe out that spring season, those people go home, they're probably not selling their homes as much. And the buyers aren't here as well. Anyways, so we go January, February, we're up 16%. And then we go to March 1st through March 15th. The first 2 weeks after that, beautiful first 2 months. And we drop 7.35% over the year previous. Now, the biggest change at this point was in the average houses under 500,000. They dropped 11.54%. The biggest reason they dropped, supply. We're out of homes available to buy for that price range. We saw increases in the upper areas. It's around 22% for anything above $500,000 increase over the year previous, which was down because January, February was up 71% and 49% for those two segments that I have here. Now, into the month of March, we're up 60% for anything above $500,000. Anything below $500,000, we're actually up 9.5%. And March ended up being a reasonably good month. I mean, we're up in the second half of March by 15%. And then April hits. 1st of April, I know for Arizona, we started locking down really tight. So, I mean, the streets were bare. People aren't really quite as bare right now. People are out doing stuff, but it really locked down tight. And we had an overall decrease in sales of April of 25.75%. But here's the crazy thing. The crazy thing, even though we were down with fewer sellers, we had fewer and fewer buyers, homes that were nice looking homes sold quickly. I mean, I've been to homes where there's 5, 6, even 10 offers on those homes in this period of time. So homes were selling fast, but some credit standards had changed too. For instance, if you're buying a jumbo or a big house, luxury home, the jumbo mortgage, which is above $500,000, is hard to find now. The banks decided they're not going to do those loans right now. This is going to come back soon. I'm sooner than later, I'm sure. But as the market improves, those products will be available to loan, and it'll help that market. I mean, that area above $1 million in April for the entire month dropped 21% over the year previous. Keep in mind, January, February, that was up 70%. So that's a 90% change. Then you go look at the $500,000 to $1 million range. They were down 12%, and they were running probably about 40% up for the year so to date, but they dropped 12% in April. Now, under $500,000, down 27.4%. But I got to tell you, we were busy. The agents that were active were really busy. Some agents took time off. Appraisers took time off. Inspectors took time off. People were very concerned about COVID. Some of us realtors were out working, and I know most of the people I talk to have been very busy. Maybe we suffered a little bit early April with a few, people concerned about the market, but it turned around and came back. Overall, year to date, we're down 0.62 through April. So home sales are down 0.62. But honestly, you look at the first 2 months, they were so impressive and so impactful, and the growth was so good there. You're probably not going to see this. By end of May, maybe end of June, I bet your sales are up over year previous, and price points are up over year previous as well across the board. As soon as jumbo loans come back, that's going to really rise. By the way, if you're looking to sell your home, ArizonaHomeselling.com. It's a great website. It's a local website. You can log on there, ArizonaHomeselling.com. You can put in your address, all the information about your house, find out an estimate what the computer tells you it is. Of course, we'll reach out to you as well just to make sure we're getting you the right information. We want to make sure that our team is taking care of you. I'm Terry Day. I'm with Deluxe Realty. The brokerage is actually top 20 in the state. We may even be top 10 now. We've been growing pretty quick. And my number is 602-483-4665. But take a look at our website, ArizonaHomeselling.com. Let me know any questions you have about the market specifically in your area. We can break down the statistics really tight to your neighborhood, like what's selling, how fast it's selling, what the demand is, and get your house sold if you need to get it sold. Thanks so much. Appreciate you tuning into the video. It's my first one, actually. Let's see how it goes.